What's going on, people? Once again, shout out to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all platforms, whatever platform you're watching the True Big Blue podcast with yours truly, Big Pat Sports Talk, Classified 3F with Joe, uh, GNATION Inside Sports, aka Lou, should be on soon. Miz may appear on here as well. Thank you for everybody that's tuning in, and welcome to the 54th episode of the True Big Blue podcast. I think this is the longest running podcast in the Big Blue Crew. So shout out to the True Big Blue podcast.
Yes.
Now, we're gonna talk a little things Giants today. Just want to know what you guys think about how our coaching staff is turning out. Just give me a little bit of your insight. What do you think about the coaching staff is turning out, Joe?
Hey, I like it. You and me actually got together earlier today. We watched a little bit of the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, what's going on, Jared, Zeke,
You know,
Blaze the Kid, Ties, Miz,
everybody, thanks for
Uncensored?
showing up.
Right,
Everybody, appreciate you guys being here. Without you, we don't have a stream.
exactly.
So you guys are just involved in this as much as we are. With you guys being as active with the questions and everything, it's great.
Rodney, what's going on?
So
Style 66.
we know that Shane was there, and we know that Dabble's putting his staff together. Now, I don't know. I looked on Twitter real quick before I jumped on, but I didn't see anything about us with the Kansas City guy, the quarterback's coach.
Oh, it's coming down between Pep Hamilton, the Kansas City coach, and
Kafka?
yeah, Kafka's the Kansas City coach, I believe.
Right.
Pep Hamilton is one other guy. I can't remember him. But Chad O'Shea, there we go.
O'Shea.
Chad
Okay.
O'Shea is interviewing tomorrow.
Okay. I mean,
Danny, Bobby,
we know
Blue City.
we got the quarterback's assistant coach from the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
So he's here. I like the O-line coach. I kind of like the idea of them going from the Bills to Kansas City, looking for an OC. It's very intriguing to me because now you're bringing in a Josh Allen concept, but you're bringing in the Mahomes concept too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now these guys aren't going to just take the job. We saw that from Ken Dorsey. There's going to have to be reasons behind it. I think with Dorsey, it was a money grab.
Yep.
All right. And we remember the last time we had a money grab? He stayed in Carolina. And, we thank God we don't have Matt Rule. I'm not going to lie. He's okay, but there's a lot of rumors circling around about him down there. And he's got, a 7-year contract. So
yep.
I haven't seen anything on the Harbaugh front. So does that mean Patrick?
Got some news for you, man. You haven't been on Twitter.
No, I haven't.
Harbaugh will be staying at Michigan.
Well, that means the Patrick Graham is more than likely going to be no.
Kevin O'Connell from the Rams is slated to get that job. The OC from the Rams. So it looks like Patrick Graham will be staying. We will not get those third-round compensatory picks.
I'm happy we're retaining him, but sad because I thought the guy who had a 9-hour video or 9-hour interview should have got the job.
I mean, it's not in stone yet, but they're saying he's the leading candidate. So who knows how that goes. But hopefully he's here in New York, to be honest with you. Says there's a chance Dabo can still call the play, so maybe not as much as a rush for OC now that Dorsey is out. I think Dabo is gonna call the plays the first year regardless. So just my thing on it.
Well, Shane said if he's going to leave it up to the coach.
Mm-hmm.
What does he want to do? He wants Dabo to run the team. That's what he wants. But you're right. I could see him calling plays the first year, getting his concept, his schemes involved, getting Daniel Jones up to speed, getting the O-line up to speed with the blocking. A lot of, the new guys. Think about it. We're going to have 4 new offensive linemen, probably a new tight end. That's a lot to get into harmony. None of them played together. So there's 5 guys on the O-line that have never played together. All right, Lou.
All right, Lou. I mean, let's get into it, man. I mean, hey, we're always talking about the roster anyways because we care so much.
Right.
I'm very excited about the hire of OG Bobby Johnson, as I call him, the offensive line coach, Bobby Johnson.
Yes.
If this guy could turn Hart to where he can actually garner a contract on free agency after he left us and he was a complete mess. There's something about that guy that's pretty good if you got Bobby Hart on the market.
Blue City's got a good one here comment too, because I heard that too.
Yeah, I heard that as well. He's gonna be calling Josh Allen to pick his brain for some advice.
Right.
We'll see. Hopefully he doesn't try to be Josh Allen.
Right.
Because that could be very dangerous.
Yes.
I want him to be Daniel Jones. I just want him to be the best version of Daniel Jones. Shout out to the 27 in the chat already. Hit that like and subscribe button for me.
Yes. I'm at 261, folks. I'm on the way to 270 and then hopefully 300.
Right. I'm at 973. I am 27 away from 1,000. I have to check that out, Jared. I will be doing a video. Maybe me and Joe can collab on a video about the East-West Shrine game. I will be calling that game tomorrow. It will be 5 Eastern, so I will be doing a stream about the East-West Shrine game at 5 Eastern tomorrow. Hopefully Joe can join me on that. He says, Super Tire says the Giants are adding Laura Young as the team's director of coaching operations per Phil Yates and me. It is believed to be the Giants' first known woman hire on the coaching side. Okay. That's new. Jared, he says, how did Malik Willis look? I'll have to see.
Right. We didn't. We were discussing future plans and watching the game and, deciding what to do for a new video. So it was just a meeting, but we got caught up into watching the game. The one site we did watch, man, there's a couple of old linemen that might have a chance. 3rd, 4th round. I'm not going to lie. Pat was
What's up, JJ? Thank you for coming in the chat. This is my first time seeing you.
Yes, JJ. Appreciate it.
Thank you for tuning in, man. Welcome to the Big Blue Crew. Hit that like and subscribe button to these wonderful gentlemen that's on the screen. Wells, he says Giants are at. Oh, okay.
Yep.
We went through that.
Joey.
He said, I was waiting for this. How y'all been, man? Joey, what's good? We've been good, man.
Yep.
He said McBride looked good today. We got to go tight end in the 3rd or the 4th. Did you guys see any other tight ends? McBride looked very good today. If you just base it off the practice, McBride was probably the only one that you saw that stood out at practice today. But I'm telling you, Brett Kolar, man, if we could get that guy in the 3rd round, I'll be ecstatic. I'm not going to lie to you. I like Trey McBride. I like Weidemeyer. I like Jeremy Ruckert. I like the big tight end from Nevada. I think his name is Tucker.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that I like, but we will have to get a tight end sooner or later in this draft. I'm just gonna be honest with you. What you think about that, Joe?
I've been pounding that table. People have been looking at me goofy wanting 2 tight ends when we do a mock draft. We've got to have tight ends. I mean, that's one thing we're weak on. If we've only got $40 million in cap, you got to figure most of that is going to be eaten up for a couple offensive linemen and signing our free agents or the draft prospects. So they're gonna be looking at tight ends. I just have that feeling that's the way we're gonna go, and that's the way Shane intends to go, is build through the draft.
Yep. Todd says Young comes from the Buffalo Bills, where she was the player service coordinator. Okay, well, I'm not mad at she's getting a shot. Let's see what she can do. Jared, what's going on, Jared? You started to become one of the favorites on the channel. He says, what channel can you catch the game on? It's going to be on the NFL Network. No, is it going to be on the NFL Network or is it going to be on ESPNU?
The practices are on ESPNU.
So the game is going to be on NFL Network.
And that'll be Saturday.
Now, if you want to see Malik Willis, that'll be tomorrow, Thursday, because Malik Willis is playing in the East-West game.
Right.
It said Willis had the 3 best throws today. I'm quite sure they're going to say that a whole lot.
Carson Strong was getting hyped up, right, Pat?
Man, everything that he did. It was perfect.
Right.
Shout out to Frank Madrak. I think this no Frank, I think you were in here before. If not, welcome. Hit that like and subscribe button for us.
All right, please.
Madrak. I think
Hey.
what's going on, Miz? You got it
What
playing
up?
in the background. Or if not, welcome. It says let's go
Hit
Big
that like
Blue.
and
Subscribe button for us.
I got you. Hold on.
Please.
I'm sorry.
All right, Blue City says I heard that Joe Shane was at the Senior Bowl. Yes,
Yep.
he was.
He
was
is.
at the Senior Bowl. He's going to be there the whole time. He said, I was trying to find a practice. Where did you guys find it? It was on ESPNU, Jared.
What's up, Wales? What's up, guys?
All right. Thigh 66 says strong tight end class. Yes, it is. It's a very strong tight end class. It goes about 11 deep.
Yes.
They got us actually taking the tight end from Coastal Carolina in some mock drafts in the second round, Isaiah Likely. Very fast, very athletic, and could do damage out there. He says, so we get another bill into the staff. Yeah.
Second round is early, no?
Yep.
Yeah, it is early, but hey, if he can be a weapon, I'm not mad at it.
Me either.
He says, I agree, Joe. We need a tight end, and those late rounds is where they all fall. Yeah, so there's going to be some good tight ends in the third and fourth round.
Yes, there is.
Jared says, I wouldn't be surprised if we get Malik Willis to sit behind Daniel Jones for next year. I don't see that happening, Jared. I don't tend to want to spend a draft pick on a quarterback right now. I would tend to get either some defense or get some more offensive linemen. That's what I tend to do. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right, but me personally, I don't want a quarterback in the first round because you're gonna have to get them in the first round. He says the fact how we're hiring a woman is really interesting.
Yeah,
it can be. Wells, Miz, he says,
yeah, I just
what
seen
up?
it now. Laura Young. Sorry, hey, I saw before. What's going on, Wells? I said what's up. I don't know. Maybe you didn't hear me. They say we're hiring Laura Young, the first woman to the giant organization.
Yep.
He says this just hit me. Did Dave Gettleman ever go to the Senior Bowl? He went almost every year, I believe.
Right. Yeah, he was always there, sitting up in the stands.
What's going on, Taj? I also thought if Malik Willis really impresses them, I won't be shocked now if they go up and get him. Not go up and get him, but get him with a pick that we didn't expect him to. Maybe, I know this sounds stupid, but because of what's going on, might play into it.
Yeah.
It crossed my mind today, you know?
Because if that would have happened, then that means Patrick Graham would have had that job today. If that was what was going on. Thank you for the 35 people that was in the chat. Super Ty says, what up, Miz? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm tending to go towards not even talking about that situation anymore because it's not. I'm not gonna say it's not worth talking about, but that's just not what I tend to do. I tend to gather all information first, get all facts before I speak on a situation as serious as that. And so let's take the wait and see approach and see exactly what plays out.
We'll definitely wait until we get more info.
Yeah,
there's more stuff that's going to break. More stuff's going to happen. Let's see it. Let's hear something about Belichick in the camp from the text. Let's hear more from Miami. What's going on there? We gave our points yesterday on my channel. You can always go back and watch that one. We hit on it for an hour. But right now, we just don't want to rehash the old stuff. Just keep talking about it.
Yep, because you keep talking about it, it's never going to stop. And
right,
what is that going to do? He says, big shout out to Big Pat for live streaming. I always got your back, Levance. Joseph Clark, another regular in here now.
Yeah,
thank you, Joseph. He says, I'm a DJ defender, but there's a lot to factor in with him. So if they're sold on Malik Willis, then I'm cool with it. Give him a year to develop. You can do that.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he could be a Giant. Anything's possible. Shit, if Kenny Pickett falls there, do they pick him? Who knows? Blue City says if the New York Giants draft Malik Willis in the first round, Giants fans are going to lose their mind, and it is not in a good way. I mean, that can very much happen, but that can happen with anybody. What if they pick a receiver?
Oh my God!
What if they take the safety from Notre Dame?
Kyle Hamilton.
Yep.
I actually don't think the fans will lose their mind because, like, if it was still Gettleman making the pick, yeah, they would lose their mind. But it's a new regime.
Yeah.
And you got to allow them to pick who they feel is right now. That's it.
Joey says, I understand. Thank you for your understanding, bro. It means a lot.
Thank you.
He says, much appreciation. Thank you, Levance. Always here. Jared says, I'm just saying that we could. We don't know how Daniel Jones is
going to pan out.
I mean, that's true. We can say that about a lot of players.
Right.
We don't know how Saquon Barkley is going to pan out. We don't even know we don't know if Kadarius Tony can pan out. We don't even know if Galladay is going to be on the team. What about Slayton? I mean, what about a lot of people? Is Bradbury going to be on the team?
Martinez.
Is Martinez going to be on the team? I seen where we save almost $3 million by cutting Julian Love. Is he going to be on the team if we're trying to get $40 million?
Right.
That surprised the hell out of me. We get $2.5 million back for cutting Julian Love.
And they're not pushing contracts back either. This is going to be the axe.
Yeah. Shout out to the 36 people in the chat. Please hit that like and subscribe button for me if you're not subscribed already. Please hit the like button, especially. It helps out the videos. I know sometimes guys just tune in and forget to hit the like button. But thank you guys for all tuning in. 35 in the chat, and we're not even 20 minutes in yet. That's what's up. Joseph Clark. Man, dude, I love this guy. He says, if I were taking a QB, I'll be going Willis or Ritter. Highest upside. Ceiling for Pickett and Corral is not as high, and their floor is not that great either.
Well, how do you feel about Carson Strong, Joseph? Because he was getting talked up by the experts sitting on the sideline today.
Yeah, I would like to hear that, but I'm not going to disagree with him when he says Willis and Ritter had the highest ceiling, because they do. Ritter has a very high ceiling. If he could get his footwork together, get his accuracy together, he's one hell of an athlete as well. And he has a very good arm. And Malik Willis has a cannon of an arm. As long as he gets his stuff together as far as his footwork and his accuracy down, I think he could be a good quarterback as well, but I believe they need time. I do not want these guys to see the field their first year. That's just my opinion. Big Frank still in the bed. He says, yeah, a lot of players getting cut, going to need to be replaced. Yeah, they are. He says, strong eagle, meh.
Right.
He said, if they get $40 million in cap, they better be a damn good draft after. Yeah. But you got to think, man, if they get that $40 million cap, that means they're going to get some free agents to come in here.
Right.
Maybe you see a Jerry Hughes come over, or what's the other end you like over there, Miz? What was it, Claiborne?
Mm-hmm.
What's the other end out there? Addison. No, who's the other end out there in Buffalo?
I love Addison. I wanted Addison before he went to Buffalo.
Addison. You know? Yeah, Addison. You might see Addison come over. You might see one of their tackles or one of their guards come over with them. I'm quite sure you're going to see Mitchell Trubisky come over. I'm quite sure you're going to see that.
Right.
They might get Isaiah McKenzie to come over. He will be our kick returner, punt returner, slash, whatever you need him to be. I think that would be a good pickup as well, even though we have Kadarius Tony. So maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to get into a couple of these questions, and I'm going to ask a real good question to the panel here, and we're going to get into it a little bit. Joey says, I don't want a QB, please. Laugh out loud. We need a lineman and best available. True. He says, I think a nice sleeper is Billy Zapp. Everybody has him as a good sleeper. I would like to see what he can do against live action.
Right.
We'll see you in the Senior Bowl. He says, looking very forward to Big Pat's next mock draft, yo. I am bringing that out soon. I got to get my clips and everything together, but I will bring that out soon for you guys. You guys seem to like those mock drafts, man. I appreciate it. Danny, he's a regular now. What's up, Danny? He says, guys, we need Ekwonu or Neal. But I think they are both going by pick number 5 as well as Thibodeau and Hutchinson. So do we go Cross? Is he worthy of the 5th pick? We need a tackle first. Joe, this is a question that I want you to answer, and we'll go along with it.
For me, Ekwonu's my number 1 after breaking down film, watching a lot of stuff right now. He's just more athletic. Now, Neal is a big dude, a mauler, but you watch the game film against Georgia and some of these other really good teams, he would make his block, but it wouldn't stay on the block. Ekwonu finishes the block through the whistle. Ekwonu's ability to pull and get outside for the screens and be a block for a sweep or whatever is way more better than Neal. But I'm not going to poo-poo either one. I would agree with that. As far as Thibodeau and Hutchin being gone, well, okay, you got the Jaguars picking first, so they've been wanting Evan Neal. Chances are, I think Neal still stays at 1 and goes there, no matter what Ekwonu does at the combine. And then you got the second pick, which is Detroit. I mean, they've got him taking an edge, but you know, if they're going to say that Hutchinson goes there, the Texans want to trade. So is somebody going to come up with the Texans? If they don't, they might take Thibodeau. But look, if we're sitting at 5, I think that Ekwonu is going to be there at 5, because at 4 with the Jets, they're going to either take Kyle Hamilton or the safety from LSU. They've got to have secondary help. The Jets cannot afford to miss out on one of those 2 guys. So that leaves Neal there, or Ekwonu there, and then at 7, man, look, Karlaftis might be a steal right there if we don't trade down.
What's up, Lou?
What's up?
Hey, Lou. So
Yeah.
we're going to get somebody there. I think Ekwonu might still be there at 5. But
Yeah, I can see that. I think Ekwonu can fall down to number 5. I don't see the draft going like that. I don't see it going Hutchinson, Thibodeau, Ekwonu, Neal with the first 4 picks. I just don't see it that way. One of those guys will be at the number 5 pick. One of them at least. You may see see where 2 or 3 of those guys are there. Because what if these quarterbacks shine in the Senior Bowl and then have a damn good combine?
That's the biggest question. Yes.
What if Carson Strong gets hyped up the way I think he's going to get hyped up, and you might see a quarterback go to the Texans, the Lions, and the Jets will have the pick of Evan Neal or Ekwonu, and they pick one of those guys. And let's say the Jaguars take Thibodeau over Hutchinson. You might have a deal with Hutchinson falls to number 5, and I'm quite sure they will not pass on Hutchinson if he goes.
Well, I saw rumors where the Jets said that their draft pick that they took. Oh God, I got the quarterback's name in my head. Mekhi Becton is not guaranteed starting left tackle.
Already?
Already, yes.
And this is the guy they told us we were stupid for.
Right,
we on.
Yeah,
they said I can't believe the Giants picked the worst tackle in the draft.
Yeah, and he turned out to be the best one.
Yep.
Saleh came out and said,
Saleh
Becton is not guaranteed to be the left tackle.
So his weight issues must be worse than what I thought.
That's because he's 40 pounds overweight. He's a sloppy bastard, man. That's the bottom line. I said that last year, man. He can't stop smoking, and he can't stop eating.
I can say he's a sloppy
That's
bastard.
what I worry about with Neal.
And you're a professional in the NFL, man. He doesn't take it seriously.
Me and Pat were looking at one guy, and he was 380. What they have him at? 387, Pat, but he didn't look it.
Yeah, they had Falale.
Yeah,
Falale.
Falafel, whatever.
They said he lost weight. He was at 387, so he must have been over 400 pounds.
Right. He looked skinnier.
Ain't he the one that got pancaked yesterday by Jermaine Johnson?
Oh, no, that was Kennard.
That was Darian Kennard.
He got pancaked today by a guy from Penn State. He got pancaked today for Lele.
There was a lot of pancakes going on today.
The tackles that nobody are talking about are looking the best at the Senior Bowl right now.
Right.
There's a guy from North Texas. There's a guy from Washington State. London.
Who's the guy with the green helmet?
That's North Texas.
Yep, North Texas.
That's the one you call a big mama jamma.
Oh, dude, he's a monstrous man. This guy is 7 foot tall. I kid you not. But man, he plays. He wasn't getting smoked. Nobody was pancaking his ass.
All right. They said
there's a defensive tackle from Houston. That dude is a monster.
Yes,
like, he can't be stopped.
Y'all see who stays with me?
You said what?
You see that? You see that little halo?
No,
that ain't no damn moon. Ain't no damn moon.
So how is it?
That's my aura light shining.
Oh, your aura. Your aura's better than mine.
Get back into some of these questions before we get too far behind. He says, if we could trade back in the first round and get a few extra picks, I wouldn't mind getting Devin Lloyd and an edge in the first and get an old lineman in the second and third. I wouldn't mind us taking Devin Lloyd at number 7. I'm not going to lie to you. That dude is legit. That dude is legit, man. If we could get the best offensive lineman at number 5, I wouldn't mind them going Devin Lloyd at 7. I'm just going to be honest with you. I guess Lou doesn't agree. He left the screen. Jared says, I think Malik Willis fits Brian Daboll's scheme perfectly. We'll see. We'll see. He says Akeem got more upside. Yes, I think he has the most upside out of all the linemen.
We ain't drafting no damn quarterback. We ain't got the cap room to draft a quarterback in the first round right now and still fix the O-line.
That's kind of true, too. He says, well, we'll see a bunch of Bills. GM and head coaches always bring over players from their old teams. Just got to hope they're not of the Nate Ebner useless variety. Right.
Or Nate Solder useless variety.
Tonight.
I don't know if we're going to carry 2 halfbacks or fullbacks again this year, but.
Right. Wells, what's going on, Wells? He says, question for the panel. What's the over under on O-line guys you want brought in between the draft and free agency? I want us to bring in at least 4 to 5 offensive linemen. I really do.
Yep.
And just 2 from free agency and 3 rookies.
That's what we've been saying the whole time, Luke.
I said just 2 from free agency. And
that's
3
what
rookies.
we've been saying. That's what we've been saying.
3 fresh young hog mollies, not some old guys who've had knee surgery or one hit away from a hip replacement or none of that shit.
You got to carry 9 offensive linemen on the team. Who are you going to be your other guys? Where are you getting them from?
Then I'm drafting 4 offensive linemen. You saw my mock draft. I drafted 4 O linemen.
Yeah, one of my mock drafts, I think I drafted 4 too. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I got Linderbaum, I got Ekwonu, I got Zion Johnson. No, I got 5.
Zion Johnson looked good today too, Lou.
I had 5. I had Zion Johnson, Zion Nelson, Thayer Munford, Linderbaum.
Oh.
And I forgot the other guy, but I had 5.
A hell of a cap year.
Huh?
That's gonna be a hell of a cap
year. 3 or 4 of those guys turn out to be good. Thank you to the 40 that's in the chat. Thank you to 40 that's in the chat. Oh man,
yes. Hit that like and subscribe, guys.
Get that comment off my face.
What? You look good.
Frank says, I think Neil is overrated. I'm not gonna call him as far as overrated.
He's just not mobile. He's clumsy-footed.
He's not as overpowered as people were making him in the beginning of the season, but he's not overrated. I think the guy's going to be a very good lineman in the league. I just think Ekwonu has a higher ceiling, and he's just more athletic for my taste, man. Just to be honest with you.
Jeffrey, I know you don't want to hear hog mollies anymore, but it's better than being called the Commodores. I mean, the Commanders. I mean, the Condoms. I mean, the Washington football team.
Whatever the hell they are. Joe Clark. He says, I love Cross and would be very happy with Ekwonu. Let's say this. What if we draft Ekwonu and Cross with the 5 and 7 pick? I know what Lou is going to say, so I don't even have to ask him.
Right.
But what if we draft Ekwonu and Cross And we put Iquanu at guard and keep Cross at right tackle. Lou, let me know how you feel, and then we're gonna go around the panel. This is
you
one
see what I
question.
did? I took my camera off.
Okay, well, Miz, what you think about that, Miz?
2 tackles in the first round.
I mean, 2 tackles. We got Thomas. I don't get it.
You said what?
We have Thomas. Why are we drafting 2 tackles in the 5 and 7?
Iquanu can play guard. He played guard. He played both guard positions and right tackle and left tackle.
Listen, during that Senior Bowl today, they had tackles playing guards and guards playing tackles. They had them all over the place.
They had Zion Johnson playing center.
Right.
The only reason why I said that, Miz, is because Iquanu is been all NC State. Is they ACC? I think he's been all ACC at all 4 positions playing there. So he plays good at guard or tackle.
I don't know. You know me.
I don't trust
Lindenbaum at 7, man. You know that. I kind of would still go with Lindenbaum.
I don't trust Pert.
Because you could get another piece in the 2nd or the 3rd round, for the Lion. Like, you could get a guard over there.
Okay, well, that was just a thought.
I still feel like Lindenbaum is that special, man. It's just not. He's not just any center. Like, no big deal. We don't need a center that high. This guy is totally different.
Wish I could have seen him in a Senior Bowl, but he opted out, and that's good on him because he's the top center. Why would I play in the game and risk injury? Tudo, he says, salute, fellas. Drop by the office to pay our proper respects from our entire team and all New York Giants nations around the world united. Yes, sir. Thank you, Tudo, for always showing support, bro.
That's right, Tudo. Death and destruction. You leave it on the field.
Yes, sir. Hit Squad Productions, another member of the Big Blue Crew. What's going on, Hit?
Great video by you and Lou and Zion the other day, by the way. Great video. I loved it. Make sure y'all go check that out on G Nation's channel.
Blaze the Kid. We will be getting to the linebackers soon. He says, Pat, when are you doing the linebacker breakdown? We need someone to cover and possibly someone to replace Martinez. Devin Lloyd, man. I like that guy. I wouldn't be mad at him at 7. Wells says, what's up, Lou?
What's going on, Wills?
Lou getting more people. Levance, what's going on? He says, what's up, G Nation?
LA Vance, what's going on, my brother?
Joseph Clark says, no way I'm passing on Hutchinson or Thibodeau. He says he don't give a damn what lineman is there. One of those guys are there, I'm taking him.
Right?
That's Mr. Clark.
Uh-huh.
Joseph Clark. He locked the gates at the school at Fair East Side.
Joe's a great guy. I did a collab with him one day. We're talking about old school Giants football on his channel, Toilets to Titles. That was a great time. I enjoyed doing that.
I was talking about the name though, Joseph Clark. Remember that movie, East Side High? I think it was. What was the name of that
movie? No, it was damn it. You made me forget the name of the movie. That's a classic too, Joe Cart. Morgan
Freeman. Yeah.
Morgan Freeman played him. Oh, it's gonna come to me. Andrew Beck.
Lean on me.
Andrew Thomas greater than. Yep, lean on me. There you go. Andrew Thomas is greater than Mekhi Becton. Yes, and that's another pick that they said we were stupid. All right, Andrew Thomas was the best left tackle in that draft, and it's playing out that way now. Yes, it is.
Lean on me.
Oh Lord.
When you're not strong.
I'm never watching that movie again.
Joey
says I'm seeing Kayvon might land in our laps. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Joey says, Lou, heavyweight champion of the world. He says, great work, guys. Woo! Hear my Ric Flair voice. It's hard holding these alligator shoes down.
Yeah.
All right, Super Taj World. He says the slander that Andrew Thomas got was ridiculous. Yes, it was. Frank says they are trying to trade Mekhi Becton. Good luck with that. If that's who you're talking about. Thought Trevor Penning did look good, and he actually looked good playing guard today. He did.
Size 66.
He says 480 pounds, but Kyle Beckett ain't no 480 pounds, but he's close to 400. I know for sure.
400.
Oh my!
He's close to 400. I know he has to be. If he's overweight, because he was damn near overweight when he came in when he started playing. So now they're saying he's bad overweight. He has to be close to 400 now.
We drafted Inagbre in our last mock draft together.
Yep. Jermaine Johnson looks great. I really like Inagbre out of South Carolina. I like both those guys, but they will not. I'll repeat, they will not be world beaters when they first get to the squad.
Right.
They have to be developed.
Right. Look at Ojulari.
Yes.
Trevor Penning looking good. Yeah. Danny, another regular. Man, I thank you guys for being regulars, man. 45 in the chat. Thank you. Danny says, Big Pat, when you do your next mock draft, keep the draft music in there. I get hyped. Yeah, I said that.
Yeah. Yeah. We've had discussions.
He says,
40
I like
plus
Penning
watching
too.
and only 20 likes. Come on, get those likes up.
That's right, because we're usually on each other's channels, man. Make sure you subscribe to all of us, because we're always doing something like this. We're talking
the
football.
Big Blue Crew. You were looking at the forefathers of the Big Blue Crew right here.
And we're always working together, doing something just about every night.
Joe Clark says, I like Penning too. Northern Iowa produces some good players. Yeah, we got Ellison Smith from him.
Yeah.
He says, New York Giants 22. I think that's Rodney. He says, great podcast, fellas. Would you trade back in the bottom of the first with number 36 to draft Willis? Good question. Now, this is a question I'm going to stop on because I was trying to get caught up with the questions. You know, I like to keep you guys into it with it. Lou wants to start first. So go ahead, Lou.
All right. Like I previously said earlier, the cap is hit right now. Joe Shane is already talking about trying to free up $40 million in cap space. So it looks like Marva was lying when he said he was willing to eat a lot of dead cap. It sounds good when you say it, but when you take the hit in your bank account, it doesn't feel good.
Right.
So while it sounded good, he don't mean that shit. Henceforth, Joe Shane has to figure out collaboratively with Abrams how to restructure some stuff and who they can afford to lose. So this draft with the 9 picks that we have is going to be brutal. You can't afford to miss on one pick. So to take a shot in a quarterback that nobody's really raving about, except for lately the media is going to try to hype him up now, would be foolish, in my opinion. Not only that, you're putting another quarterback behind a crappy O-line. You'd be much better served using those draft picks to trade back a few picks and get more capital and build your line and build on your edge rushers, build in the trenches with some guys that can be here for 8 to 10 years for sustained success. And that way, if Daniel Jones turns out to be a bust, then whoever you bring in here after that is walking into a way better situation with some protection, and you can actually evaluate what you got.
I want to go after Lou. Let me know when you're done, big guy.
I'm gone.
You're done? I want to bring another point, Lou. This is not David Gettleman doing these draft picks either.
No, I know. That's why I said.
But I just want to remind everybody else, look, don't get nervous if the draft doesn't start out O-lineman. Shane has proven that he sees talent. Look at some of the talent that they have up there in Buffalo. Look where their offensive lineman draft picks were. 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round. Me and Pat understand that a little bit more today after watching that damn tape that we saw today. Or that practice. We named 3 guys that are going to be there in the 3rd round. They're getting like no hype. But you know what? It didn't matter who they went up against, whether they were pass blocking or run blocking. They didn't really get beat. Maybe they got beat a little bit on a speed rush, but they had better technique than the guys that they've got going above them. So let's let this guy do what this draft is a very important draft, but it's also going to be a learning draft to see how this franchise is going to move forward. Joe Shane has come out and said, I'm not extending contracts. I'm not backloading anything into next year. We're done with that. Well, that was at Buffalo. It was like that when I got there, and we ended it. It's done. We're not going to be restructuring.
If you agree with me, then go ahead and click that subscribe button for G Nation one time, man. Help me out. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I'm only at 600.
Hey, 600. I'm at 261, trying to get to 300.
Well,
yeah,
we're all trying.
Guy. Yeah, exactly.
You
like how I'm bringing up across my points, you know?
No, I agree with Stephen Bloom. I have a feeling lately that Thibodeau is going to fall to us at 5. I have a feeling that the Jets are going to go offensive line.
And somebody's going to trade up for a quarterback.
It might be with us. But I will say this about the offensive lineman picks. We don't have the same developers of the offensive line anymore either.
Right.
There he is. The
Bucco.
Frank Tank,
somebody mentioned his name.
He says there will be plenty of good offensive tackles available in the second round. I think it'll be offensive tackles available later on too. Jazzy Jeff, what's going on?
Jeff.
Joe Clark, he says, O-lineman and free agency scares the hell out of me. Always severely overpaid for mediocrity at best. Yeah. Heavyweight champ, he says, Lou is right. Hog mollies. Woo!
Bring in the porkers. Bring in the porkers.
Champ. Tell him again, champ.
Jazzy just says, I would like a mix of O-line and free agency and draft. I think that's what they're going to go.
Me too. Depth at least.
Super Ties, he says, Joe Clark, facts. Zion Johnson looking great at Senior Bowl. Boston College produces good old linemen. Yeah, Zion Johnson was doing one hell of a job today. I'm not gonna lie to you. He said, "Oh God, no more hog mollies."
I'm calling them porkers, man. Porkers, pork them. Give me the pork. Suey pig.
He says, Washington Commanders, smiley face. I'm a Commanders fan.
They're the Washington whatchamacallits.
Dude, they all acted like Star Trek on the Washington fan YouTube guys, or like Commander whatever, reporting for duty, sir.
Right.
I feel sorry for those guys.
Right.
That
name is stupid.
Oh, Captain,
that
my
name
Captain.
is absolutely. They could come up with nothing better than the Commanders.
I know. After 3 years.
Right. I could have came up with that 4 years ago.
Right.
He says, I'm all good for Crossing and Kwanu. Joe Clark, man, thank you, man. You are all through these comments. He says, I have zero problem with Crossing and Kwanu at 5 and 7. Kwanu could be a starting guard as well as a swing offensive tackle if need be.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to explain to Miz, but Miz ain't feeling it. And then when the Miz don't like something, Miz is not going to go with it.
Right. Right.
Danny says Zion Johnson plays a couple of positions too, but he's moving up. He will be gone before our second round pick. If he continues the way he's playing at the Senior Bowl, I think he may be. It just depends on his combine.
Right.
We all forget that the combine is coming as well. Somebody we might even be thinking about might shoot up a draft board. Who knows?
Need we say John Ross?
Right.
Yeah, Zion Johnson is a good lineman. I've drafted him a few times in my mock drafts. In fact, we drafted him and the guy next to him at
Boston College.
I forgot the center's name.
Lindstrom.
Lindstrom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we hit 50 for a second. That's what's up.
All right. Yes.
All right. Joe Clark says they need some
in the chat.
Yep. They said they need some guards playing center at Senior Bowl because there are hardly any centers in this draft. Well, that's just gonna give them good playing time, man. It's gonna let them learn a new position.
And see if they could be, how they can handle another position. This is a big moment for these guys, and they know it because there was one center that was out there doing extra snaps because he never snapped a ball in his life.
Right.
Khalid Freeman.
Yeah.
Frank Madrak. Go ahead and click that subscribe button and click that thumbs up button for all these great content creators in this panel. Thank you for being here.
There's more talent than people realize.
Mm-hmm. Jadji Jeff says, what about maybe getting Ryan Jensen if possible in free agency? That's the center from the Buccaneers, right? Yeah, I think that's the center from the Buccaneers. He's going to cost a pretty penny to bring him in.
I'll tell you what you think about Joe Shane out there checking out Likely.
Yep. He was checking out likely. He's going for a tight end, people.
I know he is.
If you don't want us to draft a tight end, you're gonna be pretty pissed off during draft time.
Right.
You may go tight end as high as second round.
Right.
Ingram is gone then.
I don't see Rudolph or Ingram being a part of this team's future.
Hey, man, look at the Bills. Look at the Bills, how they use their tight ends, man. That's important to their passing game.
50.
Woo, hit that like, subscribe, ring that bell, get notified when we go live. We're always talking football. We're always calling games.
Joe Clark, he says, agree that Danny Zion will be gone in the last third of the first round. Yeah, I could see that happening, man. He said hit squad, the whole gang in the house. Yes, sir.
What Rudolph made last year? $6 million?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Him and Ingram both.
Let me tell you something. He robbed us. He should pay every penny back.
He should. He damn sure should. And he should pay a fee for renting the uniform.
Yo, he was horrible, bro.
Danny says,
you guys are horrible.
Joe Clark,
wow.
He says, yeah, so we have no shot at him unless we trade down. Yeah, maybe so. Yep. He says, I wouldn't be so quick to cut Blake Martinez. I love to get another stud linebacker to play alongside of him. Me too. I'm not going to lie to you.
He's a tackle machine.
I don't want to cut Martinez.
The only
either.
sure tackler we have on our defense. Sorry.
Yeah, he is. He says, Vance.
I think he would want to stay too. You know,
he wants to
he's
stay.
only 27 years old.
Put him through the physical, see if he's good, and then try to work a restructure or some type of, I don't know, something different.
Yeah, Jeff says if you can restructure Martinez or extend them, then yeah. Joe continues to say that he's heard that Joe Shane will not be extending or pushing any contracts back. I want you to elaborate a little bit more on that for me, Joe. I haven't heard it personally, so I got to do my research on that.
They came out with an article saying, well, go ahead, Jeff. He addressed it to you.
Oh, well, Joe Shea came out and he said, look, we're not going to – when I come to the Bills, that's what the Bills were doing is backloading contracts so that they could get the right guys in here. Well, we stopped doing that and we started drafting right, and then we started getting the right guys in here through in the draft. That's what made it possible for us to go get Stephon Diggs. That's what's making it possible for the Bills to re-sign the guys that they're drafted. Because when you re-sign the guys you drafted, you know what you get. When you go in free agency, you don't know what you get. So we were all just talking about, well, we're worried about free agency, and that's what the Giants have done for the last 10 years. We've been trying to get the guys we need through free agency, and they don't pan out. Hence to say we win 4 games a goddamn year and then get all pissed off at the end of the season and say blow everything up. So Joe Shane's going to come in here. This is going to – look, we are not far away from being a decent team, a 500 team. But don't expect playoffs because we just don't have the positions right now. You blew everything up in the front office. Let's say Patrick Graham is gone next year, okay? So Shane and Dabble are learning how to work with Graham this year, and he might get a head coaching position next year. So this is all the changes. If Kafka comes from Kansas City and he's our offensive coordinator, he's got to learn how to work within Dabble's system and with what Shane has in mind. You know, so he's got to get the coaches that are under him because, look, they're not going out and getting the OC and then the O-line coach. Man, they're bringing in and hiring the O-line coach. They're coming in with the quarterback's coach. We don't even have an OC yet. But they're getting the guys that they want, that they think could be the best teachers and get the most out of these players. Now, you could say this is kind of backwards building a team this way, but you know what? Dabble's getting his guys. I mean, there's no question about it. We're not seeing somebody like Jason Garrett getting called into the office. These are guys that Shane and Dabble want. They're getting them. Dable, thank you. It's going to take me years to get his name right.
No, listen. You go day bowling, or do you go bowling at night?
I haven't bowled in years.
All right, well, let's go day bowling.
Okay.
There you go. Now you'll remember his name.
Steve, what's going on, Steve? He says, hey, everybody, is Josh McDaniel a good fit for the Raiders? One word, no.
No.
Joseph Clark, they used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they call me Batman. Well, where's Robin? He's right here. Bobby Powers. He says, lean on me. Yes, we found that out a little earlier. Classic movie before Joe started singing.
Bobby Powers, go ahead and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. We greatly appreciate it.
What's wrong with my singing now?
Okay, you ever seen a movie by Disney called The Little Mermaid?
Under the sea.
Okay, you remember when the seagull tried to set the mood and the flamingos had to wrap their legs around his beak to shut him up?
Right.
Really? Really? Really?
Right. All right. Oh, the heavyweight champ. He says Lou was right. Hog mollies again. Woo! That's about the 4 woo we got tonight. Let's shoot for 10, heavyweight champ. He says, I live 15 minutes from the east side, Patterson High.
where young Victor Cruz made his name.
Exactly. Jazzy Jeff, he says, smash that like button and sub up to these 4 amazing content creators. Thank you, Jeff.
I am dropping links in the chat as we speak.
All right. He said that was a great show on Fossil, Joe. I guess he did a show on Jim Fossil.
Yeah, me and Joseph did a show on Jim Fossil and that night that 2000 Super Bowl and what Fossil did for the team over on his channel. That was a great time. We talked for probably an hour and a half on the phone before we even set that show up, and then we could have talked for another 3 hours on that show. That was a good time.
Leviathan Prophecy, man. All right. Thank you for stopping by. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to all 4 of these great content creators, myself included, obviously.
Exactly. He says, Stephen Bloom, 40 plus watching, only 20 something likes. Hey, look, man, we're working on it. We'll get it together. Everybody hit that like button. It helps out the channel. But thank you guys anyway for always giving us stuff in the chat so we can answer these questions and everything for you. We love doing this for you, man. We're very interactive with you guys, and you're always going to get that here. We like what you guys say, and we're going to continue to answer the questions for you. He says, Jeff says, talk about a dude that fell, man, backed and down. Yeah, like he fell and ain't going to be able to get back up.
So did the Vikings hire a head coach?
No, they haven't hired a head coach yet, but they're saying that that guy's pretty much got the job. They just have to wait for the Super Bowl to be over. The Rams offensive coordinator, Kevin O'Connell.
I am dropping Big Blue Crew in the chat, folks. Make sure you like and subscribe, all of us, because we're always on each other's channels, man. We're bringing you the best content. We know what to do, working together. You guys are what makes the show.
Hey, we got a Steve and a Steven in here. What's going on, Steven? He says Kingsley would be a steal in the second. Yes, he would. I actually have him going in the second one of my mock drafts, and so does Lou. I think we had him going in the second round on your mock draft too as well, Lou. He says the Mount Rushmore of the Big Blue Crew. Appreciate it. You see Biz's head on the Mount Rushmore. Hey, what a Mount Rushmore. That'd be cool as shit.
Imagine seeing my ugly puss up there. Oh my God, you poor fool.
He says, Danny says, been hearing Becton is like 400 and the coach ain't happy. That's why I think the Jets going tackle at 4 instead of DB. Hey. But I hear you, Joe. I hope you're all right and they leave Iquanu for us. Me too.
Hey, I tell you what, if I'm on the Mount Rushmore of YouTube, guys, I want a speaker in my mouth that's got like music coming out of it with a beautiful voice. That way Luke can't, try to choke me with a seagull.
What?
He said choke with a seagull.
That is what he was.
What a waste that is, man. What pick was Becton?
Shit, Becton was. What pick did the Jets have that year? Was it 10?
12? Bucco, what pick was Becton?
Right, Bucco.
Tim,
he says, what's up, fellas?
Hold on, I'll get that Bucco ass back.
Tim says, what's up, fellas? What's going on, Tim? He says, quick question.
He was number 11.
One linebacker.
We got a request.
Number 11.
I got to refill my request. There you go, Jeffrey. One more time.
He just got to be trained. That's all. He's got to be solid. Should take him for a month and train him one-on-one.
That's the next New York Giants backup quarterback.
No, we're not trading for him and having to pay him that much money. I'll be damned, Jimmy G. Tim says, "What's up, fellas? Quick question: who's the number one linebacker? It is Devin Lloyd, and I don't think it's close. After Devin Lloyd, I'll say Nakobe Dean. Between Nakobe Dean and Christian Harris. And Christian Harris, I got him slightly above Nakobe Dean in my book, but some people have the other way around. But Devin Lloyd is the best linebacker in this class, and it's not even close. That's my opinion. What you guys think?"
I agree.
I like Devin Lloyd too out of Utah, way better than. Now look, no, there ain't really no slouches. But if I got to take one guy number one, Lloyd.
All right.
Who you got, Lou?
Quick question: who is the number one linebacker?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Would you rather have like Nakobe Dean or Lloyd linebacker? Or?
To me, it's between Christian Harrison and Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, I think Christian Harris is a beast too. I think he's actually underrated.
Right.
I mean, I liked him the first few times I seen him, but that damn the Alabama Georgia game. Shut up, Joe.
No, read Stephen Bloom's last comment.
No, Slay's not here.
Oh God!
Don't worry, he'll be here at some point.
Right, yeah, his ears are ringing now.
He's gonna come in as Kimberly Jones and bother me.
Right.
Sorry to distract you, but that was funny. It was perfect.
No, but that Alabama Georgia game is where he really stood out.
Yeah, me too. That's why I say he's underrated, because nobody was talking about him even going to be anywhere near close to the first. They was talking about being in the third, and I looked. I said, that's not a third round guy.
Man, there was a few people on that Alabama Georgia game that really shined. Who the hell is this guy? Number 40. You know, who's this guy? Number 11.
Right. Super Taj, he says, wherever Chris Bucco is, he better tell his tackle to get in the gym ASAP.
he's on the treadmill back then, but he got a bag of yellow peanut M&Ms in his hand. That's the truth. You know, you give me Beckham for 60 days, man. I make him NFL ready.
He said he had a back of him. Him dude stupid, man.
He got a pack of M&Ms in one hand and a big gulp soda under the treadmill.
Oh my
God.
He said Joe Clark says, assuming he looks good in the Senior Bowl, Willis is going to skyrocket to a top pick in the first. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going
to be a bust.
Miz got that little stick with a rope on it with a pouch of McDonald's fries.
Oh,
you got to be quicker than that.
And Bucco knows, man, because me and Bucco are in the gym like clockwork every morning together for over 2 hours. There's no excuses for that guy, especially you've been drafted to the NFL to make big money. There are no excuses.
Yeah, that is true. Joe Clark
me and Bucco and some people out there be busting their ass every day. It's just part of our life, daily life. We're doing it for nothing. We don't get $1. This guy has way more incentives.
He went to the new Calvin Benjamin gym that he opened up after he got cut by the Giants. It's got Popeyes next door with Dunkin' Donuts on the other side.
There you go.
There you go. He says, I really trade back a little on both first round picks to get extra capital. That can happen too. You never know.
Right.
Jeff says Shane has been a menace at drafting some really good defensive linemen and pass rushers. He has.
You read that
says,
wrong.
Danny agreed. Lou's word must be true because a lot of people agree on him. He says, I agree to trade back a few picks and get a few more in rounds 2 and 3 and build this roster.
Thank you very much. But you read that last one wrong before that.
He says what?
It said he's been a menace at drafting DL pass rushers, down low.
Defensive lineman.
No, down low pass rushers. They was
no. We're not talking about that here.
He drafted Sims.
What? Down low pass? He says defensive lineman.
I know. I was joking.
Yeah,
there was a bunch of fruitcake pass rushers on the down low.
Yeah, that's what I said. We're not talking down low here.
Right. He says, I feel Thibodeau is going to fall for us. I think they take him if he does.
Well, I'm sorry, Thibodeau, but I don't swing that way.
I'm actually starting lately. I was looking at it, and I'm starting to think that also because
he might be there.
Yeah.
He said it's easy to say trade back, but who are the teams?
Acuna.
He says easy to say trade back, but who are the teams trading up for? Well, I will say this. There's a lot of teams that may need a quarterback, and these quarterbacks started to rise on these draft boards. A lot of teams will be trading up for a quarterback. But say if a DB is there and the team needs a DB, if Sauce Gardner's at like number 10, I think they trade up to get him too.
So you're saying if a douchebag is there, you'll trade up to get him. Okay.
Well,
who?
Yeah.
Douchebag.
I don't buy it. I don't see any of these quarterbacks being drafted in the top 7 or 8 at all.
He says Joseph Clark.
My mind's not going to change because a guy could throw a few footballs at the Reese's Pieces bowl. I'm sorry. It's not going to change. It's really not, man.
Well, listen.
At the what bowl, miss?
We are actually in a prime spot.
Whatever the freaking bowl. Reese's Pieces bowl.
Now, listen, Miz does have a point, but we are in a perfect spot at number 5 to trade back that spot because do you guys think the Carolina Panthers picking at 6 are going to be looking at a quarterback? They have to be looking at a quarterback, don't they?
I hope you're right, Joe. I just don't see these QBs as any other year. I just don't.
Well, we're not.
Question.
That's not the question.
Did they get rid of Matt Rule?
No.
So, okay.
Who the hell saw the Jets trade or the Bears trading up one spot to get Mitch Trubisky?
Nobody.
Who saw that one coming? Who saw the man? Some of the me and Pat went over some of the first round picks that blew our freaking minds. Some of these guys that went number 1 or first round. But then Atlanta. Well, I don't know. Denver. If Denver doesn't get Russell Wilson or Deshaun or Rodgers, they're at 9. They have to move up. The Washington football team, it's been reported, they're looking for a quarterback this year.
Oh, Washington, one of these free agent quarterbacks. You can write that down. I'm telling you right now. You can write that down. Washington's getting either Russell Wilson or Jimmy G. You watch. You'll see.
I'm just saying. And then God only knows what's going on with Minnesota at 12.
I can see damn, what's the name you just said before Jimmy G? Damn it.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. I could see Ron Rivera going for Russell Wilson.
Right.
Well, let's not forget that the Eagles are in talks with the Texans for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, the Eagles say they're in talks with it for everybody, though, man.
I'm just saying. It's been reported. I'm just reporting what's been reported.
They're just saying that to cover up the fact that they're going to trade with Dallas in the draft.
So, I mean, there's 4 or 5 teams right there that are definitely going to want to jump the Panthers and grab that number 5 pick. If no one trades with the Texans because the number 3 pick is for sale right now.
Yep.
And we don't know if the Detroit Lions are going to sell that pick.
Anything Detroit's selling, I ain't buying.
Well, I'm just saying.
We tried that twice. We got Kenny Galladay and Golden Tate. Both of those.
I didn't say we were buying. I said other teams, not us.
I know. I was just saying if anything Detroit's selling, we ain't buying.
No.
He says Chris Bucco says this is why you
unless
clear
it's
house.
Greg Rousseau. They want to give us Rousseau. We'll buy that.
Ooh, the Lions don't have Rousseau. The Bills do.
That's what I'm saying, man. I just feel like
then the Lions grab Neal. Not Neal. Fuck. What's his name?
Eddie Sewell.
Hudson.
Sewell. Yeah.
Hutchinson.
That's who.
Oh, Sewell.
Penny Sewell. The Lions that grab Sewell. Yeah.
He says Chris Bucco said this is why you clear house. Salah would never have drafted Becton if he was here. Just probably going with Fant at left tackle and will draft Akeem to play guard and replace Becton if he doesn't get his act right. Who knows?
I could see that.
He says, Tudo says, we'll totally agree with Joe, even though he's weird sometimes.
Yeah, I can't be sane though, damn it. I gotta act like a nut once in a while. Ooh, I'm one away from 265. Thank you. I got 3 new subscribers. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that.
Right. Stephen Bloom says, I'm with you, miss. Hey, we got some fans in here, man. They like what we're saying.
Right?
Jeff says, Porkers. He
No
said, Emmanuel.
Caroline is crazy.
I hope I'm saying your last name
Madrigal.
right.
Madrigal.
He says, how do you guys feel about Malik Willis at 5 overall? Well, the first thing I feel is hit that like and subscribe button for us. Thank you for tuning in. Glad we got to your question. And I do not want Malik Willis at 5. I'm just gonna keep it that simple. What do you guys think?
Emmanuel Madrigal, hit that subscribe button for your boy G Nation one time.
Don't forget the guy up here in the top right corner.
Nah, it won't be Malik. It won't be at 5. Because you can still get him. If you really felt that high about him, you can still get him at 7. So,
well, at the Senior Bowl today, they had Malik Willis as the number 21 overall pick. And he was the number 1 quarterback on the board. Yeah, that's what the experts were saying.
And in our mock draft, as Brian Flores, we were able to draft him at pick 17, if I recall correctly.
Right. Mm-hmm. Joseph, I hate to jump ahead, but he's going to scoop. Man, thank you. You've been a great supporter tonight. A lot of questions. Appreciate you being here, my guy.
Oh, Joseph Clark is always in the chat. Thank you, brother.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Have a good night, Joe. But so what if we got to the mid-20s and Malik was there and the Giants want him? What would they have to do to go back into the late first to get him?
Second round,
trade our 36.
Our 36 pick, probably a second rounder or first rounder next year, and probably a third, fourth rounder this year to go back up into it.
Joe Shane is not doing that for Malik Willis.
Listen. You know, let's not forget 2 years ago, Xavier McKinney fell to us in the second round. Last year,
Ojulari
fell to us in the second round, guys. Let's just let's hold off. I understand everybody wanting a quarterback right now.
No,
but it's not the time. It really
isn't at all.
Let's bring our next quarterback in under an Eli Manning situation. Good defense, a stout offensive line, and some really good coordinators. Let's let Daniel Jones see what he can do this year. Maybe he could be the guy. Maybe he can't be the guy. But let's develop some culture. Let's give this team a direction so that way we know what they want to do with what they have, how they want to build it for the next quarterback coming in. I know it's hard to wait another year for a quarterback, and the quarterback is the most important part. But with everything coming out, with all the GMs that interviewed said, yes, I do like Daniel Jones, and yes, it's unfair to evaluate him right now because he's had nothing put around him. John Mara said we screwed the kid up. Okay, so you've got all these people saying we screwed the kid up. I see some of the fan base is starting to turn back and saying, you know what? Under Daboll's system, Jones might succeed. So let's root for the kid this year. Let's see what our direction is. Let's see what our game plan is. Let's see what our identity is as a team. Are we going to be a high-powered offensive team? Are we going to need a quarterback with a big arm that can scramble, that can run? Are we going to need a big arm quarterback like Josh Allen? Will a Russell Wilson type guy work? I love everybody wants Malik Willis or they want Pickett. But look at who's in the Super Bowl right now. They're not scrambling quarterbacks. They're pocket passers. I've had this discussion with a lot of people before. You know, Dak was a scrambler. He got knocked out. Hurts is a scrambler. He got knocked out. Mahomes is a scrambler. He got knocked out. You know, look at the guys that were sustaining success. I mean, God, even, you know, I get killed for saying Jimmy Garoppolo is a decent quarterback, but he made it to the NFC Championship game ahead of all those guys. He's a pocket quarterback. He's a game manager. That's what he is. Then he made a stupid play at the end of the game, but until that play, it really wasn't too bad. But if you look at everything San Francisco did in that game, they couldn't even snap the ball. How many delay of game penalties did San Francisco take at the second half of that game?
Because you said he was a gay manager.
Game manager.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah. Woohoo! Porn star Jimmy. Okay, that's why. Let's see how we're going to go, because right now, if we draft a quarterback, he's up in the air, the team's up in the air, the coaching staff is up in the air, the GM is up in the air, and us as fans are going to be sitting here going, what the hell are we going to do? We
That's
need
true,
a direction.
Mac.
We have not had a direction in 10 years.
What up, Mac? You right, Joe.
Hey, Mac, let's get one thing done. Let's start baby steps. We're all excited, but it's got to be baby steps. Get depth in here. Free up cap space. Get the right people in here.
The hell with that baby step shit.
Dude,
one giant leap for mankind. The hell with the one small
I'd love
step.
to see giant steps, but we've tried that, Lou, and got burned.
No. One step at a time. Bullshit. We need one leap. One leap. What's that saying when they went to the moon?
One small step for man, one giant leap
step
for mankind.
Okay, well, we need that giant step for Giant Stadium, for Giants Nation.
Hey, that might be week 8
team.
or 9. That might be week 8 or 9.
You try to take that giant step and tear your Achilles again.
Right. Right.
Be back to square one again.
That's all I'm saying, guys.
Turf monster.
He said you can get a really good O-line in the second and third with a decent GM. Bills are the prime example.
Miz.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Miz, you need to call back to Laura, what was her name? That show you called on?
Kim Jones.
Kim Jones. You need to call Kim Jones again, live on the air, and tell her why is Mara and Tish ass not paying for real grass so that our players can stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's next year.
Grass is cheap in New York now, goddammit. We got dispensaries.
That's going to be next year.
It ain't cheap in New York neither. It's the most expensive dispensary I've been to.
Yeah, because they're taxing like 80% of it.
Yeah, well, when I went to Denver, it was street price.
Right.
Went to New York, it was double.
That's what happens when you go to do a dispensary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Screw that.
The block is always better.
I don't want all the
always better.
Bro, I don't want the dispensary. I want the little Debbie snack shop I'm going to have next door to each one of these friggin' places. Get your donuts here.
Buko with a little information. He says rumors are Stingley and Tibbs are going as early as everyone thinks. And it might be true.
Hey, if we can get one of them guys in the second round, I'll be happy.
Hey.
Hell no, they ain't falling to the second round.
No way.
In fact, they ain't falling to the second round. Hell no.
Listen.
He says
not the second round with the second pick. I would like to use the first pick on the old lineman. I meant the second pick.
Oh, okay. He says Stephen Bloom says Cross scares 5. Me in the run game. You can say that. I think he's going to do well, though. I think Cross is going to surprise some people.
Yeah.
Combine will tell a lot. Yeah, it always does. Says don't forget pro days. Pro days are more for the receivers and quarterbacks to me. People aren't really looking at pro days unless you got a speed defensive end that runs a 4.4 and then all of a sudden he's climbing everybody's draft boards.
Or safety or corner.
Yeah. He said we should draw. Oh, Khalik Freeman, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button for all of us.
Subscribe button, Khalik.
He says we should draft Malik Willis in the second round. He will change our franchise. No disrespect to DJ, and draft Tyler going to bomb the next guy, the guy next to him. So he's saying draft Linderbaum. I don't think Malik Willis makes it to the second round, though, bro. I'm just going to be honest with you. If we want Malik Willis, either we trade back, and if he's still there, take him, or you're probably going to have to take him with that number 7 pick.
Right.
Oh, honestly, I think he does not make it to the second round. And I'm gonna be real with you. No shot at the kid. I just don't want Malik Willis here with New York. I just don't think it's the right time.
I'm back on my bullshit.
Sorry. I don't think it's the right time, and I don't know, man.
I don't have the confidence in him, to be honest with you. I don't think he can carry this team.
It says, wonder if Cross could play guard. No, Cross is a right tackle.
Yep.
Do your research on him, man. That guy's legit. I think he's the best right tackle ready to play right now, to be honest with you. It's just that the other guys have higher ceilings. He says Alec Lindstrom, second best center in the draft. He will probably be there in the second round.
Yeah, but I don't want no Alec Lindstrom, what the hell his name is. No, thank you.
Well, if we can't get Linderbaum in the first round, that's the best you're going to get.
And we're doing it again. That's all. Doing it again, man. You said settling for shit and half-ass, and next year people are gonna cry. Oh, yeah, the O-line. Yeah, we don't know if Jones could play. Well, let's do another fifth year on Jones, a sixth year. So if you don't want to go get the top pieces in the draft, don't be crying later, man. And don't get mad when Miz says I told you so. That's all. We went through this last year, man. We need staple pieces, not guys that we could. I know we got new people in the organization. I get it, but it's time to go with real big pieces. And we got the draft picks to do it. There's no excuses anymore.
Hey, Miz, would you say
What?
He said, when we do it again next year, and don't get mad when I say Miz is right.
I'm just saying about the O-line, nothing else, man. I don't want to just keep doing this every year. Every year we keep on doing this every year.
At the end of the day, that's what needs to get fixed before anything. Before you start talking about bringing in skill players or speed players, or
I believe these guys that came in here are going to do that. I got a feeling.
Before you start looking for weapons for Daniel Jones, because people already say, "Oh, we got to get him some pieces and some weapons." No, get him able to stand upright and survey the field. Once you get that in place, then everything else falls into place. You build a wall in front of him so he can look around and find somebody open. That's what you fix first.
Listen, what I'm fixing, the first thing I'm waiting to see is I want the combine to happen. Because I'm going to know whose stock is rising and I know whose stock is falling. Okay? And look, some of these guys that are in the top 10, top 15 right now are going to fall to the second round. It's going to happen. It happens every year. Let's say IKM runs a 5.2 40, okay? His stock will fall. Let's say Neil, he doesn't do a good time in the 3-cone drill. His stock will fall. It's all about the times. It's all about the measurables. You know, look, we see it every year. One guy does 50 plus reps in the deadlift. All right. What happens to him? Stock rises. They're looking at the numbers from the combine. We're looking at guys that are on the field. So once that happens, let's say Cross doesn't have a good combine. He might be there in the second round because one of these other guys jumps ahead of him. So right now we can say that Linderbaum is the best. We can say that Neil is the best. You can say that, but we've got to wait and see where McShay and Kuiper and these ESPN experts place these guys.
Okay.
Because that might mean it's worthwhile to trade down from number 5 because their stock fell.
Okay. NYG22's comment. Can you please highlight that one?
Where is that at? All the way at the bottom?
Yeah, third to last. NYG22. He says they said the same. He says they said the same about Josh Allen and Mahomes. They wanted Lamar Jackson to switch to wide receiver. Teams drafts QBs for upside, not ready-made. You can fix the O-line and draft your franchise QB in this draft. Okay, NYG22. My question is this. What quarterback in this draft class is a franchise quarterback? Can you answer that for me? Because to me, none of these quarterbacks in this draft class is a franchise quarterback. Listen,
Right.
Remember, you're talking to the guy who's been screaming that Dak Prescott is an overrated backup quarterback. This is me. I've been saying this for 3 seasons now. Dak Prescott is an overrated backup quarterback. So this is me saying this. So please tell me how you think you're going to convince me that any of these quarterbacks coming out in this draft class is a franchise QB. Now remember who was our quarterback before Daniel Jones. Before you answer that question, please.
So basically what you're saying is that saying could be true, but none of these guys remind you of anything of what Josh Allen or Mahomes
I don't argue with your logic at all. But just tell me which one of these quarterbacks is the franchise quarterback.
Well, Pickett's got the big arm. And if you want
shout
to
out to
compare
Tudo with
Mahomes,
the jokes,
that would be Malik Willis. But
yeah,
I mean,
Mahomes.
Project. Let's not forget now. Mahomes sat for a year. Josh Allen's rookie year was not that good.
His second year wasn't good either.
Right.
But hold on, Joe. Khalid Freeman says franchise quarterback Willis and Carson Strong. I'd say that name Carson Strong is going to keep coming up.
Right. He's
just says rise. Prescott forgot you have the hand the ball to the ref before hiking it.
Yep.
Stephen Bloom says, nah, Khalid. Skylar Shaw, thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
This is my first time seeing you in. 53 in the building. Thank you, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button for us. He says we need to take a tackle and an edge rusher in the draft. We can fill in some line pieces in the second round. I understand we need to get our O-line right, but there's a lot of talent in this draft. For sure. As long as we get O-line help in that first and second round, I'm cool.
Right.
And New York Giant answered your question. He said Malik Willis. And Rob, what's going on, Rob? Good to see you tonight. He says you're right, G Nation. Man, that's like the 10th you're right, G Nation.
And look, if one of these offensive linemen drop or a couple of them drop.
Hey, Rob, hit that subscribe button for G Nation, man.
It just makes sense to trade down and grab them and acquire future picks. You know, if people want to go in here, the analytics people, and say, well, the right pick at the right price, you know, you don't want to reach. Well, if you feel like you're going to reach at 5, trade down if the guy fell. Take your 5th round pick, move down to 8 or 9. Take your 7th round pick, move down to 12 or 13. Because that's where Linderbaum is supposedly going to be going. I've seen Linderbaum going as far down as 27, 28 in some of these mock drafts.
I think he'll be gone by 10, 11.
I don't. I don't. I think we got to wait and see what Carson Strong gets hyped up. Malik Willis gets hyped up. These guys are going to be inside in a dome. They just got to make one throw. They just have to run one good 40 time.
Thank you, side by side.
No.
Go ahead and click that subscribe button for G Nation.
Like everyone says, they just have to have a splash of talent. If they've got an upside, guys are going to reach. Yep. It's the one position that people reach for the most is the quarterback.
Shout out to Foreign Scarface. That is one heck of a name. I like that name, Foreign Scarface. Says great live, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that and subscribe button for everybody that's on the panel. Man, I'm glad I'm seeing a bunch of new faces in the chat. Hopefully you guys come back and join the Big Blue Crew.
Make sure you subscribe to us all because
that's Slay.
We're all on each other's channels, man. Make sure you subscribe to all of us because we're always doing something.
That's his super villain identity from when he's Captain Phillips, when he's hijacking ships.
Oh, Miz, your girlfriend's back.
Buko says Matt Corral in the second. Hey, what if he does fall to the second?
No.
That's why he's coming in as Kim Jones, because he don't want to be called penis on live.
Right. And Matt Corral in the second. Chris Buko says, what if he falls to the second? Do we take Matt Corral in the second round?
He's not going to fall.
What do you guys think about that?
No,
he's not going to fall.
No. So you go to Mac's comment, because see, me and Mac, we're on the same plate.
Where's Mac?
You can serve us
right
together.
Stephen Bloom. Yeah.
He says Linderbaum is the guy we need to get. It's time to get serious about fixing his line.
Not gonna
please don't get sidetracked with these guys, Malik and Lloyd and Michigan defensive end. We're getting sidetracked again. I'm telling you, we're not the ones drafting, so you go. Oh, everyone can have an opinion. It's fine, but don't lose track of what's destroyed us the last 2 years.
I'm not saying yes or no to some of the stuff that I'm talking about. I'm just talking about possibilities of that could happen, or just getting people thinking in a different way. And all this is doing is creating a discussion. Okay.
No, that's fine.
I have been saying how important a center is since week 8. I've been screaming we need a real center, and I'm not going to be mad. I do want Linderbaum.
I never even talk about centers, but this guy is special.
Dude, the center is the most important position on that O-line next to left tackle. He's the guy that calls out the blocking schemes. He knows the plays just like the quarterback does, right? So, look, if we don't have a true center that can have leverage and clear lanes, and with this new
Marjorie, wait, have you seen or heard from Sunday?
Good question.
Right.
I know I asked her about 4 weeks ago, and she said
shout out to Sean in the chat as well. Marjorie, what's going on? He says, Skylar says Linderbaum would be amazing. Centers call out defensive coverages that helps the QB. I love him also. We have to really take a look at tackles in the second round.
Right.
He says, Big Boss Pat. Tudo, he says, Big Boss Pat, we're far away from all the New York Giants news and rumors, but we've heard about DJ's severe neck and hamstring injuries, which he suffered last year, and he might not be cleared on time for the season opener. That's not true. His neck is going to be all right. They just said August because that's the first time he can actually take contact. So he'll be ready. He's already ready.
Yeah, they're saying that was a bunch of hooey.
He's ready to go, man. I heard he's ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's been living in the gym at MetLife.
Yeah.
He was the first one in the stadium when the coach walked in during that snowstorm last week.
Right.
He was in the gym lifting weights. That guy's been ready to go, man. I always thought it was not fully, but somewhat bullshit.
Right.
Maybe they didn't want to put him out there behind that line again, you know? Maybe they just didn't want to throw him behind that line anymore. Maybe they just thought it was dangerous.
Yeah, it was. What do you mean, maybe? Dude.
You think? Might be the one smart.
He says, don't let midget slay the loser. Fool you, fellas.
Judge was good for that.
All different names and profiles every minute on live chat every time. Back to you, Pat.
I told you.
Florence Scarface says, we getting Pat Graham back. Looks like it, man.
Yep, it does.
And I'll be honest, I'm not happy about that either, but whatever.
Yeah, I did see Tiki talking about Giants ownership. Yeah, I did see that. Yep. Hey, Tejon 23, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. He says, I think the league seeing what we're going through with Daniel Jones, how we reach for him at 6. I don't think these teams going to reach for these quarterbacks. I know Giants shouldn't be thinking QB. We shouldn't be thinking QB to home. But the only thing about that, quarterbacks are going to be reached for in every NFL draft. It's been proven. A quarterback's going to be taken way higher than he's supposed to be. It's just the way it is.
Skylar Shaw, thank you for jumping in.
Every year.
Just above that. Yeah.
D the Giants fan, what's going on?
He says, not to go into the whole thing. I'm not going to go into the whole thing because I know you. But Tiki went to bed. You know, Tiki stepped up for Mara and the Giants organization big time on the radio today. So, I mean, he basically disputed and challenged Stephen A. for everything he said. So I give Tiki credit for that.
Brian Flores says Giants are a racist franchise.
That's Logan and Slay, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
All right, Jonathan Studios, what's going on, bro? Thank you for tuning in. You're always in here. He says, but Donovan West, Boston College, or Grant Gibbs in North Carolina State could be good centers to draft later.
And leave, and then you're so lonely you want to come back to us in disguise.
The Giants can trade back at 7. Yeah. Boston College. I mean, it's a major drop off from center when you don't get Linderbaum. That's for sure. I'm not going to lie to you. Linderbaum is the top of the cream of the crop when it comes to center this year in the draft, and there's a huge drop off after that. I will say that. Yeah, Marjorie says there's no sign of Sunday on any social media platforms, and I never got her real name, so no way to check out her well-being.
Prayers out to Sunday.
Man. Damn, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hope that she just felt like getting off social media, period.
Right.
Hopefully.
Or maybe she got really busy with work, you know, good positive vibes.
I think Slay was stalking her, so she got rid of social media.
Well, hey, people ask for it. You know what? Even though I know he's here on another name, see you later.
Need to change that. Buy Slay to buy penis.
Oh, that's a little penis at that.
Right.
That was a song.
Wait till you turn 18, Slay. Then we can call you Peckerhead.
No. It was dear penis. It was dear penis.
Yeah.
I don't think I like you anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
Country Western song.
He said Stephen Bloom, the dude who called in to challenge Tiki, was an ass. Tiki literally said, "You want me to use my position to argue something I don't think / feel." Yeah. If you heard that. If you get a chance to look at that, man, that was a pretty good call in, man. But yeah, he wanted Tiki to do something that he didn't agree with, and that's pretty stupid to me. Says prayers for Sunday.
Right.
Yes, big prayers for Sunday. I hope she's okay, man. Hope everything's going on with her family. Yes. Everything is okay.
Rodney Carrington. Yes. Yes, that was the guy that sung that.
5 penis hero.
Yeah.
Whoever this is, I haven't been able to keep my eyes off Miz.
Oh.
Malik Freeman, do you think we use Tony differently in a new scheme next season? Yes, I do.
Hope so.
I believe we start to use him the way he's supposed to be used as a weapon.
Yep, in the backfield, slot, behind the tight end. We'll watch what he's him.
Man, the channel must be getting the Big Blue Crew must be getting higher because we're starting to get a lot of trolls now.
Right, but they're funny. They're funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's good comedy.
All right, but what since we running low on the questions, what do you guys think about Pep Hamilton being the new offensive coordinator if he's hired?
I'm not.
What do you guys think about him?
I'm not upset at Kafka, and I'm not upset at Pep Hamilton. I will take either one. Yep. Just like with Graham or Wink Martindale, I'll take either one.
What are some of the things that they bring differently? What do you think Pep Hamilton brings, and what do you think Kafka would bring?
Pep Hamilton, I like his scheme, his shifting of the line. But Kafka's passing, his passing schemes are crazy. But I think I would prefer Pep Hamilton because I think he's a more masterful as far as using the lines, the offensive line to shift and stunt and pull.
All right, Joe, what do you think about Kafka?
I'm trying to digest, Lou. When you say his offense is crazy, what are you?
His passing scheme is crazy, meaning I like it. Like
okay, like you like. Okay, that's what I was trying to. I'm like, crazy isn't a bad thing or a good thing.
No,
so that's
it's like the '80s when we used to say that's bad.
Okay,
that meant that's good.
Okay, yeah. Old man flashbacks. It's not the '80s anymore. Okay.
Shout out to Bells in the chat.
Yes.
Thank you guys for thank you for tuning in. Get to this question. He says, Pat, would you pass on O-line to draft Kavion if you fail at number 5?
Yeah.
If Kwanu is there, I don't know.
Right.
Now Aiden Hutchinson, hell yes.
Yes.
But Thibodeau, I would really have to think about it. But Hutchinson, there's no question. But Thibodeau, I will have to think about it. Just to be honest with you.
If you look at Pep Hamilton, he's worked with a lot of different quarterbacks. If you look at Kafka, he's worked with Mahomes. All right. He is the quarterback's coach.
moving up to OC. You go from Patrick Mahomes to Daniel Jones. What are you looking to get out of a pocket quarterback? Because you're not going to get the same stuff out of Patrick Mahomes.
Well,
are you going to be able to make
that pocket quarterback?
Huh?
Patrick Mahomes ain't a pocket quarterback.
I know that's what I'm saying. Is Kafka going to be able to get what he needs to out of a pocket quarterback instead of having that mobile quarterback in the backfield with Mahomes? Whereas Pep Hamilton, he has worked with both styles of quarterbacks. So Pep has the experience, but does Kafka have the youth and the hunger? And is he going to bring a different flavor? Is Pep Hamilton going to be caught up old school? No, look, I'm just bringing up points. I'm not saying yes or no to either. All this is adding to the conversation. I'm up in the air on both. I'm not going to be upset still if it's either or. But the differences between the two coordinators, there is a difference. So do you want a guy that might be a little bit more older school, or do you want a guy who's trying to keep up with the NFL, or maybe even change how the NFL operates coming to the Giants? Is he going to be able to do that with Daniel Jones? Is he going to be able to do that? What changes are going to have to be made for this guy to run his offense? Because Shane has said he wants Dabble to run the team and the offensive coordinator to run the offense and call the plays. He said, that's ideally what I want. Now, if Dabble wants to call the plays, then he's going to call the plays. Is Kafka going to be able to work under Dabble's system? Is Pep Hamilton going to be able to work on? These are just questions.
I'm leaning more towards Pep, man, because I think Pep fits Daniel Jones a lot better than what Kafka would, because that system over there with the Chiefs, Mahomes is making a lot of plays out there off the cusp. A lot of those
buying time, doing sidearm throws and all these baseball pitch type throws.
But Pep Hamilton has worked with all types of quarterbacks. That's why I like what Fernando had to say, and I think Skyler had to say. I'm leaning more towards Pep. Wouldn't be mad at Kafka, but I'm leaning more towards Pep.
Hey, does it strike you funny that Sunday S
I'll be right back. I gotta help one of the kids with
Skyler Shaw are both double S names?
You said what?
Sunday S, Skyler Shaw.
Okay.
Conspiracy.
So you saying Sunday's in here at Skyler now?
Yeah.
That's what
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I think it's big play cross-dressing sleigh.
Where did Miz go?
Miz had to go help with some laundry.
Because we got Miz too here.
Said he had help with cilantro. What?
Some laundry.
Oh.
Foreign Scarface says the reason why Patrick Graham was playing soft defense is because Joe, but now the new coach is going to let him do whatever he wants. They're going to let him do him. If Joe Judge was telling him to play soft, I don't get it, but okay.
Pause. No doing him in the locker room, sir.
No, we're not saying your name is funny, Skyler. It was just a conspiracy theory.
No. Somebody used to be Sunday S, used to be in the chat. Now they disappeared, and now we got somebody named Skyler Shaw in the chat. I was just making a connection. That's all.
Right.
He said, listen, let's not overthink this. DJ is here for 1 year to satisfy ownership unless we go to the playoffs because of DJ. We're drafting a QB next year.
That might be.
I can very much well see that happen.
Me too.
That's fine with me. Let's just fix the O-line first, so whoever we bring in here has a fair shake.
So he says that would help if Pep can come in and call the plays and Dabo could work on an entire team. I hope Pep Hamilton does get the job, I mean.
Right. That's why I brought up this point.
I got a fake Miz account.
Okay.
Stephen Bloom, he said, they said Flores fired O'Shea because he felt the offense was too complicated. Definitely not what I want to do to DJ. I don't think anybody was making fun of your name,
Right.
Skylar. Hope you don't feel that way, bro. We used to have a person that used to run the whole chat for the whole Big Blue Crew, and it was Sunday S.
Yep.
And she hasn't been here for months now. We all hope she's okay. We were just saying SS. Hopefully she's okay, man. I'm dead serious about that, man. I'm worried about it.
She was such a huge supporter.
He said Lou on his tinfoil hat shit.
I never take that shit off, son. I eat, sleep, shit with it on.
All right. Hey, he says Tahan23 says, "Yo, Pat, you're a Florida fan. How was Kadarius Tony at Florida, and what do you think he can become because he cost us Rashawn Slater, bro?" I'll say this: I think he could be one of the ultimate weapons in the NFL.
Yep.
You can line him up in the backfield. You can line him up in the slot. You can line him up quick screens. He can do punt return. He can do kick return. He can do a lot of things.
To me, he's a mix of Alvin Kamara and OBJ. He's like a blend of those two people.
Yep. And if used correctly, he can be a dynamite weapon for your team and cause fear on the other side of the ball. But if you're just trying to line him up at receiver and say, go beat that guy all day, he's not that type of guy. But if used correctly, that dude can cause a lot of problems for a team for sure. He said, "You think my name's funny?" No,
not at all. I like it, actually.
I was saying that the person who erased their whole social media had 2 S's, and now you show up and your name is 2 S's. So I was wondering if you was this little troll Slay, or if you were formerly known as Sunday and changed your handle.
We're getting...
That's what that was. Nobody thought your name was funny. They laughed because I said cross-dressing Slay, because I thought it was Slay trolling our channel.
Right.
Using another name.
He says he gets the name thing. The comments were spread out. So last post. Thank you for understanding.
He says, "How do you feel about Dabo calling plays?" I don't give a damn who's calling the plays. As long as the plays are being called and they're being called good.
As long as they're scoring touchdowns, who gives a rat's ass?
Right.
I'm tired of this in the red zone and field goal.
Highlight Will's comments.
He says, "No connection. You're just a Giants lover, man." Thank you, Skylar, man.
Thank you.
Hopefully we see you a lot more often in the chats. Will says, "I agree with Lou. Question everything."
It's funny how you guys brought up tinfoil, because I had a neighbor that tinfoiled his windows and wore a tinfoil hat. I'm not kidding you either. And then they did an article in the paper on him. Oof.
Damn.
Yeah.
He says Tony could stay healthy. He could be deadly all around the field. It's just his health and development into a complete receiver. I think he's just good. I think you should make him the ultimate weapon. I'll be honest with you. I think that's a guy you should get the ball in his hands at least 8 to 10 times a game on just quick stuff.
Well, we see rookie wide receivers that are electric and dynamic. They get injured.
He did, Skylar. Go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
You know, we see that type of wide receiver get injured a lot. And then they learn how to condition their body. You know, and then they can go out there and get healthier because they're doing the right stuff. They're exercising right. They're lifting the weights right. They're getting that lower part of their body where they can take a shot. Now, let's not forget there's 17 weeks now, 17 games a year. And it's going to be 18 here soon.
Well, it is 18 weeks counting the bye.
Well, it's 18 weeks, but you got a bye week. But it's going to be 18 games. They're going to try to push for 18 games, which is way too much for these guys with a 53-man roster. So... yeah, let's let him get an off season, Ojolari an off season, Roche an off season. You know, let's get some of these guys healthy, get some of the surgeries that they need taken care of, get them back in the weight room. We know that Barkley's definitely going to come back 100%. There's no questions on him. We know DJ's going to be coming back 100%. No questions on him. So, you know, with Tony It was one injury, then the next week it was another injury, the next week it was another injury. I think they were just sitting him out too.
Well, I know I might stop this at 2 hours tonight. Steven says he did, Skylar. My Gator fan friends all said beware. It took him a couple of years to get going to have an impact. Yes, it took him a couple of years at Florida to have that huge impact.
Yes.
He says they're going to get 18 games too, which I hope they increase the roster size. They should. Deception, what's going on, bro? Thank you for tuning
Deception.
in. He said, rather not have a head coach with his face in a dinner menu the whole game calling plays, need to manage the whole game. That is true.
True.
But I've seen some coaches able to do it. Sean Payton did it for years. He says, brother Kadarius Tony showing us Giants fans his boxing skills against the Dallas Cowboys.
And how to put up 189 yards.
Right. He says Kadarius Tony needs to put about 20 pounds of muscle on, and I think he could be similar to Debo. But don't out him, though. The abuse, I think Saquon could be like. Debo feed him the ball. Everybody wants to make him a Debo Samuel, but I think he's not Debo Samuel. I think Debo Samuel is a unicorn. Kadarius Tony can be Kadarius Tony.
Right.
I think Kadarius Tony could be the ultimate weapon on the field. I think he can cause major issues for any team in the red zone. He's quick. He's twitchy. He can juke out anybody.
I want to see him be more like a Tyreek Hill. I really do.
Yeah.
Catch the ball in space and make people miss. Break ankles.
Yeah, Debo Samuel. You're not going to find a Debo Samuel probably for a long time.
Right.
He says, Marjorie says Giants hire Laura Young as the director of coaching operations. Another member of Bill's Mafia headed to MetLife. Yeah. We're going to get a lot of those guys, man. You're going to see some Bills free agents come over here.
We're getting all these Bills guys. How many Giants fans are going to start bouncing through jumping through tables when we win games?
Tom Rock just tweeted. Damn it, where'd it go?
I don't know. I can't see that far.
Okay. Jim Harbaugh staying at Michigan could leave the Giants in the market for a defensive coordinator. Patrick Graham is the finalist for the Vikings head coach job.
Yeah, it's between him and the Rams guy.
Wink Martindale.
I think that's who gets the job if Patrick Graham is not here. Wink Martindale. That's what I truly believe will get the job.
That's what I said in my video 4 days ago. Don't nobody be listening to the kid.
Yes, we do listen to you, damn it.
I'm not talking about you. You guys were in the video with me.
That's what I say, folks. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell. We might sound like a bunch of fruitcakes in the beginning, but you know what? Not to pat ourselves on the back. I don't know if it's foresight or what, but now we just got to start saying the Giants. I mean, maybe I might have to get back on my bullshit in 11-6 with Lou.
That's what I'm saying, yo.
Oh, God damn.
Actually, Skylar, I hope he gets the Vikings job too. I'm not going to lie to you.
I do too. I want to see him. Yes, I do want to see Patrick Graham.
And I
think Devontae Booker.
And I do want to see Wink Martindale here.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win.
Right.
It's a win-win-win because we get 2 third-round picks if he leaves.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I think Devontae Booker getting cut for the cap saves $2.3 million. What are you guys thinking? Picking up Ford or Cook in the fourth back-to-back to back up or even split with Saquon?
I would
love
idea.
I've had Ford in a lot of my mock drafts, and yes, I do think Booker will be cut. Ford is an absolute monster. I think if you can get him in the third or the fourth round, that will be a steal.
There's also a kid from Texas Tech.
Yeah, he's a bruiser.
He's 203 pounds, and I'll tell you what, he thumps. He's that. You want a couple of yards, he's going to get it. So look for him in the 4th or 5th round.
Yeah, that dude, Ford's a stud, man.
Right.
Whoever gets him is going to get a good running back, man. I think that dude could be a bell cow for any team, too.
Yep.
He says, yep, we just said that. He said if Graham gets the job, we will get 2 third-round picks. Yes,
look,
we will.
I'm going to be happy for the 2 third-round picks, but I'm more happier for Graham to get.
Me too.
To get this head coaching job.
I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna be happy for all of it. I'm gonna be happy for Graham. I'm gonna be happy for the picks, and I'm gonna be happy for Martin.
Look, after everything that Graham's gone through with this last 2 years with the Giants fan base, because the first half of last year, the fans were ripping Patrick Graham.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted him fired. I mean, everybody was like, this defense sucks. It's giving up 40 points, yada, yada. What are they doing different from last year? Oh, my God. You know, he took abuse after abuse. And you know what? He turned it around.
Yeah.
I like Brian Robinson as well, guys. He's a Brandon Jacobs type guy. I think Brandon Jacobs is another one of those guys that was a unicorn. I don't think there'll be another Brandon Jacobs for a long time, too.
Well, I mean,
just like Mike Allstott. I don't think there's going to be another Mike Allstott.
Could you say Derrick Henry? But Derrick Henry's faster than Jacobs.
Derrick Henry is even more of a unicorn than Brandon Jacobs.
Yeah. But I'm just saying the closest comparison would be those two. The size, the power.
Because Brandon Jacobs was a more powerful runner than Derrick Henry. It's just Derrick Henry, just big as shit, and he's fast as shit.
Right.
Like, he's a unicorn. But I think Brandon Jacobs was a way more powerful runner, for sure. Says Damian Pierce, yeah, he's good, but I think he goes in the 5th, 6th round. I'm not going to lie to you. That's not somebody you want to depend on as a bell cow, just to be honest with you. I watch Florida. He says, I like to see Isaiah Likely. He dropped 1 pass all year. Not saying he's going to do the same in the NFL, but he'll be an upgrade for what we have. Yes, he will, but I have to see what his blocking is like. Right. But as a receiving tight end, one of the best in the draft, if not the best.
And we know that's what the Bills scheme loves is receiving tight ends.
Yeah, Walker, I think he might be a little bit overrated, but he'll be good too. But I don't think he's going to be everything that people try to make him out to be. I don't see that. I think I like Ford better than him. I actually like a couple of running backs better than him. But that's just my opinion.
That Weidemeyer is not bad either.
That tight end, yeah, Weidemeyer not bad either.
Ruckert.
Yeah.
Darius Ruckert.
I'm telling you. Darius Ruckert.
Brett Kolar, man. Kolar. I'm telling you. Brandon Jacobs was a beast. Yes, he was.
Sometimes he used to get on my nerves sometimes when he used to try to pity pat like he was a little runner.
Right.
Dude, fucking run.
Right.
Speaking of Isaiah, I hope we get Isaiah McKenzie from the Bills. If we do, he will be the kick punt returner. And I mean, I think we already have that guy right here in New York with Kadarius Tony, and he's better at it.
Oh my God!
To be honest with you,
who's the guy that was returning the kicks at the end of the season? My God, he wasn't too bad either.
You talking about Farrell Cooper?
Yeah, dude, he wasn't bad, man. He had a couple nice returns.
Yeah. One of the vicious trolls in the he said tight end is another big safety net for QB. Yes, we've been saying it for the past month.
Yep.
He says, I like Cola later for tight end if we don't go McBride early. I think McBride might be there in the late 2nd, early 3rd.
Yeah.
Did you get him, Lou?
Yeah. Think so.
Yeah, you got him.
Yeah, fuck you, Miscue Picofisube.
Hey.
People are weird, man. I swear.
That was his name.
Yeah,
Picofisube.
He said he could take Ross and Riggs spot. Yeah, he would take Riggs spot. Man, Riggs could have been so good if he didn't get hurt all the damn time, man.
Oh, Danny, man, thank you for staying with us as long as you have. We're probably going to wrap this up here soon.
Yeah, me too.
We're all
6
sitting here
yawning. Wake up, take care, guys. Only been here a few times, but you keep it real. Look forward to the next one. May the world peace. Oh, okay.
We do this.
That's his name on Twitter. So that's who you are. Okay.
Okay.
That's what's up, Danny. Thank you for always tuning in, man. We got another regular. Skyler, he says, I'm going to bed. Hey, I might be right behind you soon.
Me
bro.
too. Thank you. We appreciate everybody that's been here.
Facts.
Really do.
If you haven't subscribed to G Nation already, please do so before you leave social media tonight. Go ahead and click that red word subscribe right there. You can punch it, poke it, thumb it, swipe it, just touch it. Go ahead,
classified
touch it.
3F, just as it says right down there. We're on each other's channels all the time, guys. We rotate, we share the wealth. We love talking football. You know, you're going to find us live 3-4 times a week at least. You know, videos are always out talking about Giants football, other things that are happening in the NFL. Charbonnet went back to UCLA. He went back.
Yeah. He said, what happens if we cut Booker? I think we draft one. And we also got that running back from the Bills already. Williams.
Brightwell still, don't we?
Yeah, we got Brightwell still as well, but I don't know how he's going to fare with the new regime.
I don't either.
Shout out to Bells. Hopefully you're a regular coming back as well. Eric Johnson's back. He says Breece Hall, very good running back. I think he's better than the guy from Michigan State. Steven, we already said he went back to school.
Yeah.
He says definitely going to miss Peppers. I'm going to miss his tenacity, yeah. I'm definitely going to miss that. Says, what do y'all think about taking a safety to replace Peppers? I got the perfect guy. You can get him in the 3rd or the 4th round. His name is Smoke Monday from Auburn. Check him out.
Yeah.
Smoke Monday. Could do everything Peppers do, and he's a better coverage guy. Check him out. His name is Smoke Monday from Auburn.
Newsflash. I would have named him Smoke Every Day.
Oh.
Yeah, he did do all right. But if we could save $2.5 million, we're trying to get to $50 million, he's likely cut. Just going to be honest with you. If we're not pushing back contracts. Yeah, check him out, man. Arizona State running back getting good reviews at Senior Bowl. Yes, he did get stripped on a fumble play one time. But yes, I think he's better than what people give him for, too. He says, do we get any picks if we cut Booker? No, we just get to pick another running back.
Yeah, they were saying he needs to put on about 10, 15 pounds, that kid from Arizona State.
Mm-hmm. King Tone, what's going on, King Tone? Will says, little story for you fellas. I'm friends with a big DJ, I guess, fan that will always do the North Jersey, New York City area. He would tell me stories all the time about Bradshaw and Jacobs in the club at 1 a.m. Saturday nights before the game.
Oh, I'm sure. I know some.
I'm quite sure they were.
I know there's some. So I've been told some stories from DJs too.
King Tom, man, you just missed out us answering a bunch of questions in the chat.
Right.
We always want to do a show where we interact with you guys. We're always gonna do that. We're always gonna interact with you guys, and just been some Giants talk tonight, man. King Tom, you know how we get down, man. Thank you for tuning in too, bro. Antonio Pierce is possible linebackers coach. We'll have to see.
Right.
Ooh. Hey, listen, I loved him at linebacker, man. He was a great linebacker.
He says, I knew you were going to say Smoke Monday. Yeah, Smoke Monday is out the chain, man. I think he's going to smoke people on Sundays. We're going to be calling him Smoke Sunday if we get him. He says games, they would show up on Sunday and ball out different generation. Oh, that was from his other. Yep.
We call him ass whooping Monday because Monday always whoops everyone's ass. Now he's going to be doing that on Sunday.
He said, man, I love Jacobs and Bradshaw. I did love that combination, man. I love those two guys.
Dude, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Woo!
Yeah, when we had Deidre Ward as well.
Yep.
But
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Rick is in the building.
Rick.
Yeah, that's one of the most underrated plays in Giants history. When he blew up that screenplay against the Packers, that's one of the, because if he doesn't do that, they score.
Yep.
He said Jacobs throwing the ball at the Cowboys side had me dying. Yes, it did. I was crying laughing when he did that.
At the play clock.
Okay, Reed. He said I'm listening to the Isley brothers right now. Some up, Reed.
Makes me Feel fine.
I'm not allowed to sing, or I'm going to get a seagull shot at me.
Oh, come on. With the band.
All I get is criticize.
Yeah, grateful sons of bitches.
Yeah. Ungrateful sons of bitches. Don't ask me and mine for nothing.
Right.
Man, shout out for the consistent 40 to 45 people in the chat tonight, man. This is dope, man. I love seeing us growing, man. It doesn't matter how much we grow, man. We're always going to do the same thing for you guys. We're going to include you guys. We always want you guys to bring the questions. We always going to give you the answers. Sometimes it may not be what you want to hear, but it's just our opinion. Don't take anything personally, because we won't take it personal with you.
That is my shit right there. Drifting on the memory.
Yeah.
Jeffrey wants to hear me
place
sing.
I'd rather be but with you.
Dum, dum, dum.
Oh, what a feeling when you're dancing on the ceiling.
Where's my pistol?
Right.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. What's wrong with Lionel Richie, damn it?
That's what I was curious to say. You gonna bump Lionel Richie while we singing High Sleep, brother?
Hey, you know, I can't help it. I like the
disrespect you got.
Hey, do a little dance. Make a little love.
Eric Johnson says, when's your next show? We do this every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
On my show or it's on Pat's show.
KC in the
I'm
Sunshine
actually
Show.
going live tomorrow too, Eric Johnson, for the East-West Shrine game, man. We're going to get a good look at Malik Willis and some live action against some top competition from college, man. Tune in for that tomorrow. Joe, will you be able to make it?
I should be able to. I got
Eric Johnson says, I hear footsteps in the dark.
I got a phone call. I got to make it.
Well, I tell you what, Eric Johnson.
But I should be able to be right on after that.
When you hear them footsteps in the dark, Eric Johnson, when you hear them footsteps in the dark, you tell him, get thee behind me, Satan. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And them footsteps going to run the other way, baby.
All right. Either that or somebody try to rob you. Get the strap.
I just break out my fiddle.
I told you once, you son of a bitch.
I'm the best it's ever been. That's right. Another great stream.
He says, how about Eli giving Brady a jab on his retirement? Oh, man, those guys are always going to jab at Tom Brady. They're actually pretty damn good friends, but secretly, Tom Brady can't stand him. Secretly, he can't stand him as far as a competition-wise. But as just two bros, man, they're good friends, man. Him, Peyton, and Eli. They all had battles, tremendous battles.
Yeah.
Some won.
In some of the biggest games of their careers against each other.
Or against each other.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I've had the time of my life.
Nobody backs baby into a corner.
Right.
I'm shooting both of you.
And I order you. Hey, but none as good as the Osley brothers, Reek. Yeah, I know you do shrooms.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I'm gonna have to remember
what a segue.
Rodney Carrington. That's what I'm gonna have to remember. Show them to me. Show them to me.
That's my shit right there, though. That song, that Isley Brothers song, that one right there is classic all time.
I'm so in love with you.
A, B, C, easy as 1, 2, 3.
Dude is sick, man.
Who the hell is Michael McDonald? Who the hell is Michael McDonald?
Be the one that you smoke weed to.
Who is Michael McDonald?
Where do you see Michael McDonald at?
in the chat.
Lou is a
Rick says Lou
Michael
is
McDonald's a singer, musician.
Well, he must
I
not
don't
be
know
Coming
very
soon
good.
on CD and DVD. The greatest hits, classified Joel.
I know one dude that should be sued, Michael Bolton. Man, he stole every song, man, and made bank.
Yeah.
Treat her like a lady. Yeah.
Yeah.
Treat her
Treat her
like a lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's dude look like a lady.
Yeah,
He
that
said,
dude looks like a
he's
lady.
saying,
That's
treat
Harold.
her like a lady.
Treat her
Oh,
like
treat her like a lady.
Yeah,
What
okay.
talking about?
The Delphonics, man, they were pretty good too. He says, "Give me Marvin Gaye anytime." Reek got some soul.
Yeah.
And then Lou says, "Pause."
Hey. I'll tell you what, I could some of my
all I heard was an old woman back in the day saying that shit. Ooh, girl, give me Marvin Gaye anytime.
Some great memories. My grandmother would turn on the record player and just listen to Nat King Cole. Okay. I have some really great memories just sitting on the floor, playing with blocks, being a young kid, and listening to that man sing, and especially around Christmas time. Because she always had 2 albums that she would play at Christmas time with Nat King Cole. And Bing Crosby and some of the crooners, they called them back in the day.
Yeah, Al Green.
Yeah.
James Brown.
The Stylistics. Now
Yep,
they made an
Stylistics.
all-time classic.
Yep.
Many guys
can I feel good.
No, that is not. That's it. I need to go smoke before I curse somebody out.
Know that I wouldn't.
Hey, now, come on.
I feel.
Hey, all right. Now, if you want to get into some different types of song, you can always get into Cheech Martin. I was born in East LA.
Did you just say, hold up, Joe?
Cheech
you
Martin.
said Cheech Marin. There's no T.
Cheech Martin.
No, Marin.
Whatever.
There's no
T.
T.
Bro, we all know why I can't talk, okay?
All right. Okay.
He said, Tux King of Swing, come go with me to Candyland.
Say what?
I don't know. He says, Tux King of Swing.
That's a blues record.
Come go with me.
No, that's Nat King Cole. That's Nat King Cole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says, 1, 2, 3 to the 4. Snoop Dogg and Dogg is out the chair at your door. We're going to make it just so back on up because, you know, we about to rip shit up.
No, hold on. Jektan Tosi. Hold on. Jektan Taki.
Yeah.
Can you explain why the Giants would get 2 third-round picks if they lose Graham, and do they get them this year? No. Okay. Explanation, because it's a 2-part question.
Right.
Is per the rule, if you lose offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator, right? A minority defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator, and they go to a higher position, you get 2 compensatory picks for them. 1 third-round pick in this draft and 1 in the upcoming draft.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the Rooney Rule. It's what they upgraded it to, so that teams will start developing minorities, get them up to OC or DC, and then make them head coach candidates. Is the idea behind it,
so that they can get some equitable opportunities in the employment in the workforce, because it's 80% of them playing in the league and only 1 black coach.
Right.
And thank you for tuning in, bro. Hit that like and subscribe button for me, because I think that's the first time I've seen you in there.
And I hope I didn't mess up your name. Too bad. I think I did mess it up. I hope I didn't mess it up to the point where you hate me, is what I'm saying.
Earl, what's going on, Earl? He says, hello, man. Temptations, Archie Bell, and the Drills.
Oh, my God.
There you go. All right.
All right, Mac, man. See you later, bro. Thank you for consistent. Yep. Thank you for the explanation. He said the name is good. Okay, so you did say it right.
So I said it right. Okay.
All right, Miz. See you. Next time we stream, or the next time you do Miz with Miz, midday, we'll be there. Zion, what's going on, bro? I think I saw you earlier. Yeah, you just put some link in the chat. Shout out to Zion, man. Put your link in there as well, Gucci? Zion. Let's get it.
What's Gucci?
He said, I want to go back to the Sugar Shack.
Oh man, that was a great song.
All right, Wells, you have a good night, bro. He says,
Sugar
good
Shack.
football talk, just tired. I'm watching doing laundry.
Wells,
Oh,
King
man.
Tone, Steven, Jeff, Zion, all you guys, man. The Earl.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Great
says
team.
there are extra picks, no loss to the acquiring team. Yeah, just extra picks for us.
Yeah.
Man, I'd like to thank you guys tonight, man. That was one of the first times we had a consistent 40 to 50 people in the chat.
Right.
Through the whole show.
Thank you
one
so
of the first
much.
times. We've done it a couple of times, and hopefully we can continue to do it with you guys' support, man.
He said 40 to 50 people.
Hey,
man, I can't talk right now.
People, man, if you got an idea of a video you want to see or you want us to talk, drop it, man.
Like it's hot.
You know, I had
drop it like it's hot.
I had a gentleman that asked me, you know, what I use for recording. I made a video for him. This is the stuff that I use to record with. This is my setup, and this is the software that I use to create the banners and edit my movies with. Make sure y'all go check that out. You know, if you got ideas,
with some ice creams. You see these ice shoes?
Oh, shit. $1 million shades. That's them bus dripping down a.
No, you Phantom exterior like fish eggs.
The interior like suicide wristwear.
I can exercise you.
This could be your phys ed.
Cheat on your man, mom.
That's how you get a his ed.
Jeffrey says he marathon people welcome for you.
Put the chills in the street. So don't come up on me talking about that.
Raspy shit. Trying to
ask me shit.
We're tired. You know we're tired.
Man, I'm tired as hell.
Yeah,
I get ignorant when I get tired.
Right.
I get ignorant.
Me too.
Oh man, if the draft start like this, do the Giants take KT and Karlaftis, 1 Evan Neal, 2 Hamilton, 3 Hutchinson, 4 Akeem? I'm not gonna lie to you, man. We get Thibodeau and Karlaftis. Sheesh. Because Neal, well, I don't know. I think I'll go Linderbaum and Karlaftis. It's just something about Thibodeau in the run game I just don't like.
Right.
Man.
Same here. Karlaftis can break up that RPO. He's really good at it.
Hey, the Earl, thank you very much, man.
Yep.
I am doing it on my channel. Subscribe, and you can watch me do it every week.
Hey, G Nation, we're getting a lot of love on this stream tonight, man. That's dope, man. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to G Nation's channel. This is the first time we've been under 30 since the first 20 minutes. What a hell of a stream. I'd like to thank everybody for coming in. I'm going to get some last words from these guys.
And if you don't like my comedy, then go on up to Joe.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know. This age before beauty thing's got to end, my guys. I mean, come on.
Listen,
you're getting all the love down here, and I'm the tired old mushroom that everybody's ignoring.
No.
I've been hanging around Rick too much.
It's that we have two different palettes of humor. My humor is a little more potheadish, and your humor is a little more grab him by the pussy-ish.
Right.
Really? You had to bring that word up, didn't you? Now I got flashbacks from tonight. Thanks a lot.
Hey, Joe has dropped some classics, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, well, my fucking wife, she jumped in the shower when she got home because she was cold, so she bends over to dries off her feet. So I'm like, what? Son of a bitch.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the True Big Blue podcast.
Well, hell, I just gonna bend down there and bend over and kiss it real quick. But no, my nose touched her butt.
Smoke screen.
So she fucking broke the button and said, I got your nose. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Oh man, this dude is sick, man.
Hey, I was behaving. I was.
Oh man.
Lou had to do his voice.
Hey, man, I truly thank all you guys for joining, man. Thank you guys for being here during the whole stream. We're gonna hit you with the Big Blue Crew official outro. The show will be 9:30 Eastern time. Next week it will be on GNATION Inside Sports channel. Tune in for more Giants news and get some of these jokes, get some of these laughs, and get some of this good vibes, man. This is what we want to bring to you guys. Thank you for everybody tuning in. And Big Blue Crew is out, man. This has been a Big Blue Crew production.